former IPW heavyweight and light heavyweight champion, followed by what used to be one of the most hated guys in IPW, a hot from toughness that's changed it a little bit. It's one of my favorite guys, the Miami Pound Machine, Rod Steele.
The IPW television champion, Rod Steele.
And here he comes again. Lex Lovett seems to always be sticking his nose in the business of Scoot Andrews. He came out and made this a three-way dance for the IPW television title, and to Rod Steele's credit, he didn't back down from that challenge, putting that belt up against two of the best in the business.
You know, when it comes to a three-way dance, or a triple threat match, as some people like to call it, the moves that come out of matches like this are absolutely amazing. You have to have innovative wrestlers like Scoot Andrews, Rod Steele, and Lex Lovett in there to make it a three-way dance or a triple threat that people want to see. Now, Rod Steele, he was supposed to be wrestling in a tag team match tonight, teaming with Billy Fives against Scoot Andrews and Mike Sullivan. Because of personal reasons, Mike and Billy couldn't make it. Immediately, Rod Steele steps up to the plate, says he'll put his IPW television championship on the line. Scoot Andrews says, I'll take that shot, and out of nowhere, Lex Lovett once again shows up out of nowhere. He says, Scoot Andrews, you get a shot at the TV title, then I'm in this match. Commissioner Eddie Edwards, he put it on the line, he signed a contract, and here we are, Aaron.
All right, Lex Lovett basically saying he's going to shadow Scoot Andrews anywhere he goes. They have a history with each other. They've cost each other matches. They've cost each other titles, for that matter. And right now, they're both having to work together a little bit to go after Rod Steele. And I tell you what, the ring looking a little bit crowded there. The guy's not able to quite fulfill their moves because the third guy gets in the way. But that's what happens when you have a three-way dance. That's what makes it so much more dangerous than just a regular match. The truth of the matter is, if Rod Steele doesn't get up really quick, he could lose this belt without even being pinned or even being involved in the finish whatsoever.
Half of the strategy in these matches is staying out of the way. If somebody's going for a hip toss, Scoot Andrews, if he wants a hip toss, Rod Steele, Lex Lovett gets in the way, he basically gets leveled by a flying through the air Rod Steele, which in IPW happens to be one of the best foreign objects.
Yes, as opposed to the flying through the air steel rod that you might see other places.
Absolutely. You see Lex Lovett with a springboard leg drop off the second rope right on Scoot Andrews, and the mullet Richie Rich making his presence known this week on IPW Hardcore Recap. He's in there for a big IPW television title match. He's got his hands full, but he's doing a hell of a job so far.
I tell you what, that's quite a recovery for Richie Rich after being laid out by Devin Nash, but he is one tough individual, and there you see Rod Steele taking out Lex Lovett, and if he can hurry up, he's going to retain this television title.
And once again, you hear the crowd pop for Rod Steele, who basically does everything in his power to make these people Andrews. Don't be afraid to absolutely light up Rod Steele and tear that chest apart and turn it into hamburger sandwiches.
I tell you what, when you're teaming up with a guy like Mike Sullivan, you learn what a chop is across somebody's chest real quick. But Ron Nemi, any truth to the rumor that Rod Steele started saying Mike Sullivan didn't show up because he knew exactly what he'd get from the Miami Pound Machine?
That's exactly what he said. He also said that his old lady Ecstasy didn't show up because she knew what she would get. And the truth is, Mike Sullivan might not like that, but personally, the hardcore giant Ron Nemi takes exception to that. Mike Sullivan is still a member of 911 Incorporated, as is the beautiful Ecstasy. Rod Steele better learn some respect, and he better learn to worry about people like Scoot Andrews and Lex Lovett in the ring with him right now. You see Lex Lovett playing possum on the outside of the ring, letting these two wear each other down, and here he comes back right when the pickings are right. Huge leg lariat by Scoot Andrews. Keep your eye on Lex Lovett, Scoot.
All right, here you see Lex Lovett, like you said, biding his time, just waiting for the pinfall attempt to break it up. He wants to rest, but he doesn't want to not be involved in that finish. He wants the television title. He knows it's a stepping stone to Agent Steel and the IPW Heavyweight Championship.
The IPW Heavyweight title is one of the most coveted championships in the business today. And on August 17th, right here at the Florida WrestlePlex, that title will be on the line. The IPW television title held by Rod Steele will be up for grabs, and coming back to IPW Hardcore Wrestling, he has signed the contract. Tony Mamaluke, former ECW World Tag Team Champion, will be on the card August 17th.
Hey, well, last time we saw Tony Mamaluke, he had a great match with Jet Jaguar, interrupted by Chaos, where there you see a nice maneuver. Scoot Andrews taking out both men at the same time. But
maneuver, he hit him one with a neck breaker and one with a DDT, and the best you could say is nice maneuver. Are you out of your mind, Aaron?
I'm sorry, that should have been a double dropping both guys on their head thingy gimmick do-rag, as Ron Nemi might have called it.
Much better, my friend. And if you want to get all these matches in all their entirety, you want to get all the matches that we run here in IPW all over the state, you got to go to highspots.com. They are our new dealer for IPW merchandise. You go to highspots.com, you can buy all the best from IPW, and as a matter of fact, you can buy more wrestling merchandise than you could possibly imagine. From Japan, from the WWE. Oh my God, look at Lex Lovett. Absolutely levels Rod Steele. I think we got a new TV champion, and instead he does a beautiful backflip that he learned while he was a cheerleader at USF.
Oh, there we go, and he dropped Scoot Andrews on top of Rod Steele. Good thing for him, Scoot called off, or Scoot might be the new television champion. 2, I'm not sure about his choice of who to cover there. I would think Rod Steele would be a little bit more worse for wear than Scoot, but now he gives Rod Steele time, and both men are able to kick out. Lex Lovett was this close to being the new television champion.
How close?
This close.
Oh, that is close. You know, it's not too often that I get to say that somebody in an IPW television title match does a backflip from his history as a cheerleader at the University of South Florida. But Lex Lovett, he's not one of those people that you think of when you think of male cheerleaders. He's not one of those guys that spends his time watching Days of Our Lives during the afternoon and then going to ballet class at night. He is an athlete. He's a ladies' man. He is Lex Lovett, one of the toughest competitors in Florida.
Oh, nice maneuver. Oh, and there Rod Steele with a bulldog on Lex Lovett and a lariat right there on Scoot Andrews. Is that better than just saying double team maneuver, Ron Nemi?
It's about time you call what you see in the match, Aaron. The fans at home see it. They want to understand that you can appreciate what's happened in the match. This is for the IPW television title. They're letting it all hang out. They're doing everything they can to entertain these fans and to take home that title. Rod Steele is fighting for his life right now with Scoot Andrews and Lex Lovett.
Oh, and he's trying to do a clothesline, knock Lex Lovett out of the ring, but it's not as easy as it looks. On the second attempt, he gets him over, and if he hurries up, he can retain that title while Lex Lovett is outside the ring.
Lex Lovett gets clotheslined over the top rope, and at the WrestlePlex, you got 18 inches from the ring to the crowd. You get clotheslined over the top, you may end up in the third row. Rod Steele tries to sunset flip Scoot Andrews. That doesn't work. He gets picked up and absolutely leveled in a corkscrew DDT type maneuver.
Oh, and there Lex Lovett takes out Richie Rich and then goes and hits Scoot Andrews. He wanted to make doubly sure that pinfall attempt did not occur. Tell you, Lex Lovett, he's been an NWA World Junior Heavyweight Champion, but he's never held a title here in IPW, and he's obviously out to change that tonight. Beautiful maneuver there by Lex Lovett. He goes into a bridge and has, what is that?
Spit it out, Aaron. God, you sound like you're sleeping during one of the most exciting matches that we've had here in IPW. He lariats Scoot Andrews, hooks a leg and bridges over and hooks the neck into an STF-like maneuver, and Scoot Andrews barely able to get out of it. Rod Steele sees his title possibly slipping away. Did you see the height on that huge sky high? That's got to be it. Scoot Andrews just saves the day for Lex Lovett, who just got launched about 15 feet up into the air.
Yeah, that's kind of like your 83-foot drop from the ladder in your ladder match a few months back. Another sky high by Rod Steele. And quite frankly, Rod Steele may not be as accomplished as these two other individuals on a national basis, but he's showing that he belongs in the ring, and quite frankly, it's dominating them both right now.
Quite frankly, I believe you've said quite frankly 10 times in this broadcast. And Rod Steele is one of the best right now on the independent scene. That is why he's the IPW television champion. And he's in there with Lex Lovett and Scoot Andrews. And Lex Lovett just hits him with the huge Lex Buster.
A Lex Buster?
The Lex Buster.
Wow, Ron Mimi making up news as we speak, and Scoot Andrews once again is able to come in and break up that pinfall attempt. That's the dynamic you have in a three-way one-fall match.
Three-way one-fall. It doesn't matter who gets pinned. They are the winner. They will be the champion. Lex Lovett and Scoot Andrews, they're showing why they're the ring veterans that got the names they do in this business. Scoot Andrews is a star throughout the independent scene. He is a star no matter where he goes. Rod Steele is an up-and-comer in this business, but he is the champion, and Lex Lovett is damn sure to make his presence known in this match.
I tell you, anybody who thinks Rod Steele doesn't have any work rate, take a look at this match, pal.
Scoot Andrews hooks Lex Lovett, forces of nature. That's gotta be it.